about contour on the other hand. Contour is that little secret, or not so much of a secret anymore, but it originally was a technique that was used by professional makeup artists to create more of a slimming effect or to create more definition or depth on the face. So when it comes to contour, we're gonna switch up how the colors pay off on the skin. So contour comes in more cooler, more muted shades to mimic more of a natural shadow. So think what shadows look like. They tend to be cooler, have those kind of undercast or those undertones of gray to them. So you'll see the difference between this powder versus the actual color of a bronzing powder, which tends to be a little bit more golden, more warm. Also the same thing with contour sticks. So the difference between something that's a little bit warmer for bronziness versus something a little bit cooler to create a contour. So you can see I've already done placement wise on this side of my face. So I'm gonna leave this with the bronzer so you guys can see the difference. And I like using more tapered, softer blending brushes again because it allows me to control the amount of color that deposits on the skin. Plus, the key to contour, I can't say this and stress this enough, is blend, blend, blend. It needs to be seamless, especially if you're incorporating this technique in everyday makeup. You shouldn't be able to see the lines. It should be very blurred, very soft. We want to make sure that we're following like the hollows of the cheeks. So it almost is as if you're kind of carving this out, or you've created a little bit of what I like to call a little bit of a Nike swoosh right in this little cheek area. So it's almost cupping my cheekbone, and I can just kind of create that illusion on the skin here. So I'm just tracing it so you can see, and then you can start to, but I'm staying right on the area, being careful not to drag it down too far because I don't want it to be too, I'm just want to create that subtle shape to my cheek. So I'm gonna blend it up a little bit. Here, and you can see the effect that it's creating on my face. See how it looks a little bit more, how it tends to slim this area versus what it looks like on this side of my face here. Same along the jawline. I'm gonna just trace it back and forth to kind of blend it out. I'm staying right on top of that line, and then I'm gonna start to almost pull it down into my neck area where it's naturally shadowed anyway to create, you can see the difference on that jawbone there. Now just do the same in my forehead area. So it just kind of, see, it creates a little bit more of the shadow and just brings a little bit more of the focus here. You can see the difference on the bronzer side versus the contour side here. Contouring is something, is one of those techniques that you can incorporate it for every day. And you can also use it for special occasion when you want to add a little bit something extra to your makeup application. So whether you're looking to add a little bit of sun or a more tanned effect to the skin with bronzer, or if you want to contour to add a little bit more definition or slimming effect to the face, remember to just have fun with it, experiment, find out what works for you and works for your features, because contour is definitely one of those things that's not one size fit all. So you really want to assess your face shape and embrace your inner makeup artist. Do what makes you feel beautiful, both inside and out.